Here we are, week 17 of 2025. It's me, Mike Lynn. Thanks for joining me again. This week at our look at the Port Union weekly overview, I still don't know what to call this. We're actually going to narrow down our search to West Rouge, and we're going to look at bungalows that are listed for sale. I call this the Bungalow Rumble. Really cool name, I know. But as I recorded this last night, we saw Max Domi win it for the Leafs. I'm so happy. And then when you're watching this, they'll be in Ottawa playing tonight. So go Leafs go. I'm pumped. Like, I love watching playoff hockey, especially when my beloved laughable loser Maple Leafs are actually doing well. So this year feels different. But I don't want to ramble. And we'll get into the Bungalow Rumble and look at the bungalows of West Rouge. All right, before we get into looking at the bungalows, the Bungalow Rumble, as I like to call it, let's just see what happened over the course of last year when it came to bungalows and what the price is. So I'm going to look at sold only, and let's go for a sold date of January, change this to 2024. And then we'll get into December 31st, 2024. Cool. And where is my style? So let's look at back split, 4-5, bungaloft, bungalow raised. Let's get into side splits. Interesting. I don't have any front splits. I guess they took that off the options. Okay. What did we get? We had 26 sales of bungalows in West Rouge last year. 26. It's pretty impressive. One every other week. Look at my math. Okay, so if we just take a quick look and do a quick statistics here. So originally they were listed around 1.2. They were adjusted lower, as some do. Average sold price, 1.24323. So they're going about 5% over the asking price. Now, we have to keep in mind here that we have a high sale of 2.2 million and a low sale of 832,000. That's going to skew things a lot. So what I like to do in these sort of situations when I'm just looking for quick numbers is I like to compare the median and the mode sell price, because median is a little bit more accurate when it comes to overall average pricing, but the mode is based on the number that appears the most. So this could have been through price adjustments and whatnot. So 1.15 to me up to 1.2 is what we're looking at in terms of an average move-in ready bungalow. Or you could look at it this way and say that we're probably around just under $1 million to get into a sort of less than average bungalow in the neighborhood. First up on our look of the Bungalow Rumble, we have 61 Ravine Park Crescents. This one here is listed at $949,900. It has been on the market for 35 days. It is listed as a back split, but I'll show you that it actually isn't. It's on a 70 by 107 foot lot, 3 bedrooms plus 2 in the basement and 2 washrooms. Now, before we get inside to look at the photos, I'm going to tease you. Let's just take a look and see what has happened on the history of this property. So originally it came out on February 20th at $1,079,900. After a month, they terminated it, took it off the market. They relisted it the exact same day at $998,800. They kind of made a mistake though. I think they had it at $989,800. Made the mistake. As you can see here, this green. Stop pushing buttons. We started already. We have this plus 1%. Yeah, so they bumped it up. Then they brought it out as a new listing again. So they changed the status. And then that was on March 25th. And then on April 16th, they lowered the price down to its current price of $950. And on April 21st, it was registered as sold conditional. I don't know what the conditions are. I'm going to assume it is financing and home inspection and insurance because a house of this vintage may have some aluminum wiring. Anyways, let's get inside. So you can see here, here's the front door, and here is the stairs on the side of the house, which would make this a side split and not a back split. At least they have it listed as a split and not a bungalow. Anyways, we have some crowns. You can see the swirl pattern up here. So that's the original swirl patterns from the 60s, I guess. And look at that. That is the original doorbell chime. That is nice. I like the look of that. Hardwood strip floors we have. Bay window. This is going to be the, this is an estate sale, by the way. This is going to be the estate's actual furniture. They've probably, you know, complemented it with a few accessories here and there for the staging. Here's dining room. I can tell by this vintage of outlet cover that we are most definitely looking at aluminum wiring. Very common, like I said in the intro, for this vintage of a house. Hard stairs. We have pine cabinets. That's something you don't see too often. So this kitchen is, I mean, you can use it, but it's going to have to be redone at some point. I love the wall accent there. That's really nice. Got some pot lights that have been put in over the years. Porcelain floors. Walk out to the backyard. One bedroom. Same bedroom. That wallpaper. It's going to be a lot of fun taking that off. Floors look like they're in really good shape. That's a nice wallpaper pattern, but I know somebody's going to take that off, and that's going to be a hassle. That is some funky colored carpeting too. That's a nice vintage look. The bathroom. And we got some parquet. We're in the basement now. Nice and bright basement. The closet, 3-piece in the basement. So it will have a side separate entrance. That's the second bedroom. Your basement's going to have to be redone before you can get any sort of good income out of it. But I know for a fact this does have a separate entrance, even though it is over here. So not the most convenient if you are going to have tenants. You have to come around the side, up onto the deck, and into the into the back there. So big deck. Next on the list, just up the street from me, 326 Jaybell Grove. We are listed at $1,050,000, so $1,049,000. Been on the market for 26 days, although it hasn't. I'll show you. 2 bedrooms plus one in the basement, 2 washrooms, sitting on a 60 by 125 foot lot. We have a finished walkout basement. The walkout is actually in the front of the home over here, as you can see. Let's take a look inside. That is one massive driveway. If it leaves anything for the backyard. I have a different looking house with the wood cladding. It's been updated inside. We have stipple ceiling. Yeah, it is stipple. Pot lights we put in. We've got a window valance. That's nice. Hide the curtains. We have crowns. I'm gonna guess that this is a laminate floor with the what they call the millennial gray look. Looks good in photos. Too bad it's not staged. Would look a little bit better. Skylight in the kitchen. That is shaker cabinets in there as well. Pantry bank, built-in ovens, stainless steel appliances. We have a cooktop. There is your skylight. I think we're looking at a bedroom at this point. Yeah, that's we're into the bedrooms. That's a nicely updated bathroom, actually. Stained glass mirror or windows, pretty nice. Kind of looks like a muffin holder with that pattern on the outside. Don't be mean, Mike. I know. Downstairs, nice and big, built-in shelves, floodlights, and I don't know. So we got a fireplace, some windows in there, laundry room. Walk out to the back. Washroom downstairs, 3-piece, that's good. Okay, so this is the issue with Jaybell Grove. Not really an issue, it's just if you like it or not. You're gonna have a slope backyard, so not a lot of it is going to be usable space. And this looks like it is a pool that has been filled in. Or it could just be a patio. I'm going to guess it was a pool because that's just the way it looks, and I'm suspicious. So let's have a look and see what the history was on this one. So originally they came out in June of last year, June 28th, for just under $1 million. I guess they did the holdback. Didn't work, so they bumped it up to $1,099,000. Then it was terminated on August 14th. Then they brought it out on the same day at $1,069,000. So a $30,000 price reduction. That'll really move the needle. Anyways, so in August they came back to $1,099,000 because the price reduction didn't work, so you had to bring the price up. Then they terminated it in the day after. It's so weird. Anyways, and then it expired. I'm confused with what's going on here. That was in February, and then in March they brought it out at 1.1. Wow, so $1,120,000. So after all of this action didn't work, they bumped it up to this. Okay, I don't understand what's going on there, but you can see why it's been on the market for so long. So here we are, and on April 20th, they changed the price down, adjusted the price down to $1,049,000. That's confusing. No wonder it's been sitting for a while. Let's head over to 235 Island Road. We are listed at $1,124,000. On the market for 42 days. We have 2 bedrooms, 2 washrooms. We are on a 50 by 133 foot lot. That is nice. And what has happened over those 42 days? Well, let's get down here, and we can see originally it came out at $1,149,000. And now they've dropped it down $25,000. Not going to move the interest needle too much by a $25,000 price reduction. To each their own. Nice curb appeal. They've widened the driveway to allow for some extra parking because you don't want to get stuck behind each other with the tandem parking. Has some nice foliage. Just wait till it blooms. This will probably a nice fill in nicely. Okay, front door. Here we are in the living room. We have California shutters. We have pot lights. We have crowns. We have engineered hardwood floors. It's actually a nice bay window. Dining area. Into the kitchen. Kitchen is open concept. Foil wrapped, which is fine. Does what it needs to do. There's the main bedroom. Here's another bedroom. Bedrooms are tight. I mean, this one's only a 2-bedroom, so that's the second bedroom there. Closets. I mean, it's a usable bathroom. It's not bad. It's just dated. You can see when it's probably done in the 90s at some point. But that sort of renovation. Side entrance leads into the basement or upstairs. Drop ceiling in the basement. Wall scones. Chair rails. Carpeting. And we are open. I think I featured this one before because that's a little bit confusing. Yeah, because the workshop is right in the middle of the basement. Nice big backyard though. Really deep. Nice and usable. Yeah, you can see it fills in. That's a really nice house. Let's walk across the street to 228 Island Road. This one is listed at $1,125,000. Been on the market for 30 days. This one is 3 bedrooms, 2 washrooms on a 59 by 110 foot lot. Before we get inside, let's just take a look and see what's happened here. So it came out March 24th at just under $1 million. Did the holdback and didn't get any offers or didn't get what they were looking for. So on April 1st, April Fool's Day, they came out at $1,175,000. So they bumped it up. Then something happened and they had an offer. It was sold conditional, and 3 days later, they bumped it back out to new, and then 6 days after that, they dropped the price to $1,125,000. So you kind of guess where the offer came in at that they didn't accept. Why it didn't go together, we'll never know. Good looking house, I think, in my humble opinion. This was an interesting house, the one next door. That sold last summer or the summer before. Let's get inside. We have California shutters. We have some engineered hardwood floors. Nice open concept living room, dining room. Lots of pot lights. We have a fireplace. It's gas. Walk out to the basement. Walk out to the backyard. We have a breakfast bar overlooking the dining room. It's a nice layout in this house. We have shaker cabinets. Cool. We have a marble backsplash. Looks like it's textured. Gas cook stove. More of a Cellini kitchen here. Primary bedroom, hardwood floors in there as well. Just a double closet, another bedroom, and the third bedroom. Closets aren't going to be huge on this. Skylight in the bathroom, and again, just by the color of the countertops, this one was probably done late 90s, early 2000s. Separate entrance into the basement. That's some wood paneling. Very nice. I like it. I really like wood paneling. Fireplace over there. Kind of looks like wood, but I think I'm going to be disappointed. Yeah, I am disappointed. It's gas. Oh, it is. So there's a bar there as well. Pretty cool. 3-piece washroom in the basement. Very nice backyard. Elevated deck. Looks like composite decking as well. Storage shed. And we're facing, what are we, kind of a west facing. Anyways, nice backyard. It's a really nice house, actually. Last up on the list, 541 Rouge Hills Drive, listed at $1,339,000. But let's look here. So originally on September 30th, they came out for sale at $1.3 million, so $1.299. After about a month, they took it off the market and they raised it to 1.419, because if you don't sell in those 30 days at that price, you bump it up to the price you really wanted. Oh, Lord. Then it expired on February 2nd this year. They waited a bit, and on February 10th, they brought it back out for sale, but it looks like they did a price adjustment at some point here. So they probably brought it out at like 1.299 again. Didn't get what they wanted, so they bumped it up to closer to what they wanted, which is looking like it was 1.4 originally. Now they just want to get as close to 1.4 as possible. But then after 2 months on the market, they terminated it. And they recently came out on the 11th of this month at 1.339, which is where we are now. Let's have a look inside. Oh yeah, sorry, 100 by 322 foot lot, which is a monster. 3 bedrooms, 1 in the basement, and 2 washrooms. Now we'll get inside. I mean, it's not a bad looking house. It needs some landscaping work done. And cool. Way to take a picture with the car in the driveway there, agent. So it's vacant, not staged. That is an awesome wood burning fireplace. But again, like, let's not put away any of the renovation materials. We'll leave that out for the photos, because that's an impressive thing. Like, everybody likes to look at the painter's tape, right? Right. And you know, you just can't get any depth. So we are in the dining room here. That is the living room. I wonder if they want this for the land value. I doubt it. Like, come on, put the paint away. You know that the photos are coming in that day. Even if you took them yourself, Mr. or Ms. Agent. And put stuff away. Come on. There's some professionalism. The plight of my life. Yeah, so this one looks like it's going to be for renovation. I mean, you know that this street is one of the coveted streets, Rouge Hills. Kitchen obviously is going to be torn out, unless somebody is just getting in there because they want to be on that street and have the ravine, because that's what you get in the backyard. They'll use it, but my guess is they're going to renovate it because these tiles here, they're dated and they may contain asbestos. They may, I'm not saying they do, they may. So agents, if you're watching this, don't come after me. Leave me alone. The bathroom was done at some point. New washer and dryer. Laundry room is, again, updated at some point. Basement, decent. It's a lookout basement or something, yeah. Wood burning fireplace down there. We have some pot lights. So at some point there was some renovation work done here. It's probably probably rented out this house. Backyard. See, there's the ravine. That's what people like about Rouge Hills Drive, is the ravine. The red brick house is pretty. So little powder room. No, 3-piece. I haven't seen a shower like that in a long time. That's the basement. And we're back outside to the ravine. So this is going to need a lot of updating and to bring it to the modern standards of today. But Rouge Hills is one of the coveted streets in the neighborhood, and the curb appeal on this is actually quite nice. I mean, you've got an updated front door. They've updated the eaves troughs. We have some. These are some funky looking lights, and it ties in with the garage too. So it does have things going for it, but you are going to have to spend some money on this home. Well, there you have it. That is a look at all of the bungalows that are for sale in West Rouge. Compare and contrast. We saw one that is sold conditional. We've seen several that have had their price adjusted. So just goes to show that in this market, getting the price right initially really goes a long way in bringing down the time on the market. can see some of them still had snow photos. But that is the look at the Bungalows. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. I will see you next week, and hopefully the Leafs will have dispatched those Ottawa Senators. Go Leafs, go!